we had a number of times where, for about 5 years in a row, 6 years in a row, whoever became the writing assistant, a year later that person was a writer.
Right. And how did that person get that job? Through being great in the room?
I remember, well, there's one guy who's now a very funny sitcom writer who wrote for Man About You and Murphy Brown. He's done a lot since then. His name is Hayes Jackson. And I remember getting a submission. It was a writing submission, and he wrote this like 9-page boring, and it had one great line.
Oh.
And I remember reading that, and then calling him in and saying, "Look, you're not a writer right now, but look, take the writing assistant job, and you'll be in the room. You'll get to hear Bill interacting with people who've been doing it longer than you have." And, you know, over a period of time we had, because in those days we were on the bottom rung, and we had people who left us for Letterman, people who left us for Conan, people who left us, you know, for the network. And so we had, you know, turnover.
Right.
And so, you know, people, if they became script coordinators or writing assistants, most of the time they graduated to being writers.
When you read Stacks at that point, you were never reading a sitcom script. You were reading stacks of, you know, jokes, essentially.
Well, yeah, because you want to go to like what's going to be most applicable to your show.
Right.
And the other thing is, if you have to read a pile of material,
Yeah.
you start looking for reasons to say no.
Right.
And if somebody gives you a sitcom spec script and you know that you don't do a sitcom, it allows you to go, "I'm sorry,